Hello, friends, and a good evening to you. If it is in fact evening where you are now, it is evening here. Fun fact, my daughter went to sleep very early and she woke up again, which now means that she is full of energy and will probably not go to sleep for another 5 hours, which means I am the designated parent to stay up with her until she feels tired enough to go to bed. There she is, right there. And means I have some hours to fill, so I've started on a very ambitious project. Maybe ambitious, maybe doable, I have no idea. But I'm going to finally make the American Duchess wrap cape from the 1910s. Was it the 1910s? Yes, I think it was the 1910s. Anyway, they very graciously made this pattern available for free. I have wanted to make it since it came out. Never got around to it, and I saw all my fellow costumers make the most beautiful capes, and I got more and more envious with each cape cult video that appeared in my feed, and now finally doing the thing, trying it for myself. I don't know how far I'll get, and I apologize beforehand for the quality of this film material because it is going to be bad. I have no professional studio lighting, it's dark, so I'm gonna have to work with artificial light, this being the artificial light at my disposal. It is not going to be very good quality, therefore. Sorry for that. But onwards. I have a couple of hours. Let's see how far we can get. This pile of fabricy things is what I have to work with. I figured I'd do a quick little mock-up out of this old curtain. It's perfect because it's ugly, it's old, it has paint stains on it. So, perfect mock-up material. That is actually my pajama and my daughter's pajama for when we do get sleepy.
When I say we, I mean my daughter, because I was already sleepy. Very sleepy.
This is the glorious fabric I'm going to make it out of. This is the lining. This is the outer fabric. I'm very excited. I think it's a very nice color combination.
Right, let's get down to business. First off, the pattern. I'd scaled it up and printed it out earlier, but now the hard part. Matching all the A4 pieces together into one big pattern. I say hard because no matter how hard I try, I can never seem to get the pattern entirely right. It always ends up slightly wonky. And if you have any tips for me, I'd love to hear from you, so please feel free to leave me a comment below. It is much appreciated. I need to get better at this.
So here's where we're at so far. I have made the most basic, laziest of mock-ups, mainly to see if the straps would fit across the chest, and I think they fit alright. So I started cutting the fabric. So far I've only cut out the back panel because a certain midget keeps interfering. So I thought I would just mark the pattern with chalk, but the chalk does not stick to the fabric at all. Like not one microbe, not one minuscule atom of chalk sticks to this fabric. So I've given up all hopes of chalk marking it. So instead I am thread marking it. The fabric's a bit wibbly wobbly, so I'm not at all convinced that the thread markings are that clean. And this is going to take forever. Now there's one thing that I did take into account. I addressed this when I started filming, which is the lighting is poor, which is bad enough in itself. But if you add to that the fact that I am really tired, it's a formula for things going wrong. So I think I'm just gonna call it a night and maybe do something mindless. Oh, thank you, Val. My daughter is giving me fabric. I gave it to her to play with because she loves fabric. Wonder who she gets that from. Anyway, so I think I'm going to not work on this cape anymore, unless maybe I can do something really mindless. For now, I'm just going to see if I can get the little midget ready for bed, and we'll see. Wish me luck and sleep.
So I recently learned of this super clever sewing hack, courtesy of Desiree Primrose's Instagram. Instead of thread marking the same pattern piece twice over, you leave them as you cut them, with the pattern piece still pinned to the 2 layers, and you thread mark it. However, instead of pulling the thread taut, you actually leave large loops in between the stitches. When you are done, you pull the 2 pattern pieces slightly apart so that the extra thread slips to the in-between space of the 2 pattern pieces, and then you carefully cut those, so you are left with little pieces of thread marking out the pattern. Brilliant! Thanks so much for sharing these clever tricks with us, Desiree.
Here's where we're at. I basted one dart, but abandoned that in favor of pinning them into place, making sure that the thread markings on both sides lined up very securely, and using just a little bit more pins than I would normally use, because this is just going to take me forever. And I am in a hyper-focus mode right now. I want to get things done. Yeah, that's some free baby commentary for you. No! What happened here? Is this like a moth hole? Did a moth do this? Did I? Oh yeah, my baby is sort of into making monster noises at the moment. So if you hear anything strange, it's her. But still, how did this happen? And what should I do? Should I just, I'm put in all this effort. I really don't feel like just discarding this and having to make a whole new one. Maybe I can fix this very sort of discreetly. Okay, I'm just gonna assume that I can fix this, and I will have to do so pretty quickly, because if I leave it and it gets tossed around, the hole will probably get bigger. Okay, don't panic. We've got this. I'm not gonna toss away this entire panel because of just one little hole that is probably easily fixable. Okay, deep breath. And immediately I find another hole. What's wrong with this fabric? There's no way I could have done this. How did this happen? Ah, this is really bumming me out. I mean, this fabric has been in the closet for a long while. Maybe critters got at it. Are there any more holes? This really bums me out. It's not even my own fault, presumably. Just bad luck. Can't really see any other holes. But I'm gonna have to inspect all of the fabric now. Again, this one also seems like it can be fixed. But it's more difficult because it is... Little madam is quite chatty today. But anyway, I'm gonna have to inspect all the fabric pieces now. I'm really dreading this. This is one of those things that just sort of stops my projects in its tracks. This is one of those things that just creates this wall of awful, which I sometimes can't get past. This is how UFOs are born. But, oh well, just gonna get over it and see if I have to start this whole thing over again. Oh, this is so demoralizing. I guess today is just one of those days. I have decided it is time for a little break because I am not entirely on top of things anymore. It's just, I need to clear my mind a little. And what better thing to do during a break while sewing your American Duchess cape than to do a little bit of unboxing. The unboxing, to be precise, of your new American Duchess shoes. So exciting. I bought these from the last of my birthday money, so these were sort of my birthday gift to myself. And since I am Dutch, I live in the Netherlands. I didn't buy them from American Duchess directly, but I bought them from the webshop Rose Passementerie. I will link it down below in the description box if you are like me, a Dutchie or perhaps a European who wants to avoid having to pay lots of custom fees, import fees. There they are. American Duchess. Finally.
You are mine.
I've waited long for this. Very long. And I don't just mean long from when I ordered them to when they arrived. I've been wanting a pair of American Duchess shoes forever. And now the moment is here. I'm going to open it. How do I open it? Wait. Look. I got the Londoners. There they are. Ooh. Oh. I got a little pin. That's so cute. Thank you. Oh, there they are. Ah, so gorgeous. Look. Look. They actually came in yesterday. I've been saving them because I wanted to unbox them on camera and the light had gone by the time that I got home. Now comes the big moment. Will they fit me? Because you never know when you order shoes online if they will actually fit. seriously, they fit very well. I am so pleased. And they are so comfortable. And I can't wait to wear them. The joy of wearing my Londoners. Hopefully together with my American Duchess cape. Onwards. Onwards. So here's where I'm at so far. Contrast bit. I have finished the lining. So all I need to do now is to put the lining in the cape. Oh no, wait, I lie. I need to fix these holes that I found. Luckily, those are the only 2 holes that I found. So...
Ha! I wish there were loads more. Stupid moths.
No big deal. I am going to go to a little store where they can hopefully advise me on how to deal with these holes in the best way. Maybe they have some sort of iron-on interfacing that I can put on in the back to stop it from fraying, because that's the most important thing, I think, to stop it from fraying any further. And maybe they will have some darning wool, really fine darning wool. Here's hoping. But oh, if this turns out the way I hope it will, I'm going to be so happy. Incidentally, this morning was the other way around, in that my night was cut short on the other end. I have been up since 4. I had a terrible, terrible nightmare, which maybe woke my daughter, or I don't know. Either way, I woke up, my daughter woke up, and we were woke. And we went downstairs, and from there on I worked on the cape a little more, and suddenly it's almost finished. What? Anyway, I'm gonna do my little morning routine where I do a hair mask and then off to the store. And maybe I can even finish this today. Who knows? I've been to the store and I got some jersey iron-on repair cloth, which I am going to cut out and iron on behind the holes. And then the woman in the store said use some embroidery floss, or what was it that she said? All I can remember is embroidery floss. I do have embroidery floss, like one strand of embroidery floss, because it's kind of a little bit fuzzy. That sort of mimics the structure of the wool. So I'm gonna use that to repair it a little bit more. And then this will get ironed on after I've done that. So that's what I'm gonna do now. I'm gonna repair it with thread and then iron on this fortification, if you will. And hopefully that will do the trick. And I found out at the store that there was yet another hole that I had overlooked. I think it's definitely moths, so I am going to have to go through my stash and see what else has been damaged. Oh, it's my son in the background. You want to do a little wave? You want to say hello? Yeah? No? Okay. Oh, this is incredible. Yet another hole. I'm gonna kill that moth if I ever find him nibbling away at my stash. Curse on your house, moth. Apologies for the grumpy baby noises in the background, but it's either grumpy baby noises or no film material at all. What I'm doing is hunting for marks where I use the disappearing marker, the fabric marker. Yeah, the fabric marker. Here. Because focus, damn you, focus. Because this whole thing is in desperate need of a good iron. However, I cannot iron this until all the marks have disappeared, which they should do within 72 hours. And it has been not yet 72 hours. It's been 2 days. 48 hours? 48 hours. So if I iron this right now, these marks will be fixated by the heat, which means they will never go away. So I was really hoping that all the marks would have disappeared by now, but as you can see, they clearly have not. So I need to wait another day before I can give this its long-awaited iron, because it's still sort of like a shapeless, dumpy mess, and I really want it to be nice and sharp. Still, it's a nice opportunity to touch the soft fabric. There they are. Come on, focus, focus. If I in fact have to start this, what the hell was that?